I just wanted to share some completed book pages with you before I put my book together. So there is my cover, which is behind acetate. I'm sorry about any camera glare. I'll try and turn it there. And I've hand painted four-leaf clovers into the corner on the reverse of this acetate, and then used green alcohol and white pen and scratched it back. These corners are from Tim Holtz, and the washi tape is also Tim Holtz, and the background paper and bird element inside is also Tim Holtz. So that is going to be my book cover. Move that one out of the way. This is my first page, and the whole thing is nature and bird related. So that's what you're going to be seeing on all of these pages. And I've cut little banners here and inked them so that I can use them as a pocket piece for a piece of ephemera that slides in there. I stamped and coloured bees and ladybirds and did smaller ones inside a picture frame, and you can see a little bit of a moth there and butterflies. The background doily is an AliExpress die, and that's been stained in walnut stain and black soot. And at the edge here I've got a metal page tab with the word inspire. If I turn my page over, you can see that I've made this one into a pocket, and I've got a butterfly, and I've die cut a fern leaf there at the bottom, and I've done various mats that are inside. I've got little pieces of bird ephemera, and this little photo mat is embossed in gold and white embossing folder, and of course you put your own notes or photographs on the back. I've done this one where I've used stickers. You can see those, they're shiny, and they're little bottles. More leaf paper, that's a Tim Holtz wallflower paper, and again blank on the back. I've just done a blank mat so that a photo could be put on both sides, but on this one I stamped and I coloured a rose. So I thought I was going to make this a quick video, so I think I'm talking too much. My second page is metal page tag with Imagine and papers and cuts and small banners again, and I flipped this one over and I made a pocket so that things can stand up vertically, and I've stamped and coloured the bird's nest stamp there for that large mat, and also done little tags that I've inked and stamped, and they all go inside there. So that's my second page. My third page, I cut a frame in some old graph paper and inked it up and put birds inside, and then on the metal tab here I have the word dream, and when I flip that over it's more ephemera and more little tags. I made a pocket flap here out of that graph paper, and that lifts up and holds other tags inside, and I stamped and coloured this large one here, but there's lots of decorative little tags that I put into that one. So that's the third page. My fourth page is all die cuts tied up with a bow, and I watercoloured all these, and I used that doily background again, and this page tab says live, and when I turn that over it's two little envelopes that you can put your notes or little tiny photos inside, and you can close the flaps down on those little envelopes, and I just put little tabs there, create and memories. But I've been using those to kind of hold the envelopes open. So that's my 4th page. My 5th page, I decided to go a bit glittery, and I've used silver glitter washi tape there along with my die cuts, and on this tab, because they cascade, they will start going lower down the page. I've used Laugh, and if I flip that over, I have some photograph pull-outs so that small photographs can be attached, and these little crystal pins come off, and this folds out. Probably going to go out of camera shot here, but that folds out so that you can place little photos on each of those sections. And all 3 of these that I've done on this page, they all do exactly the same thing. So I'll just slide that back on, and those pins, they just keep those pull-outs closed. That was my 5th page. This is my 6th page, where I've gone with lots of silver glitter again, and I've watercoloured the flower, and I cut this medallion. It kind of, for me, represents the sun above the rabbit and with that flower, and this page tab says hope. And when I turn that one over, there are 3 little envelopes that, again, you can pop stuff inside there, and I used one of those label tags and put some coloured paper in there. So that's the reverse of that side. And then on this page I used even more silver, and I used the blue ephemera paper pieces and did a little banner here, and that just says discover on that metal tab. And when I turn this one over, I've used a lot of silver embossed pieces and those metal tabs again with little insects, and there's a man and there's some eggs. And then the photo mats that I've made in here, this one has die cut lace, and I've watercoloured and die cut the daffodils and stamped onto this vintage photo, and done this photo frame in black and tea dye and walnut stain, and taken it slightly onto the edges there, and all that lies on an embossed background. Blank on the back again for your own photos and notes. And I also coloured and stamped a butterfly, and I also did this mat here. This Polaroid frame die is that's my own design. I designed that one, and that's available from AliExpress. It's a great size for putting photographs into. And I finished that off with another paper cut of a yellow wallflower, I think it is. And then I made this tab of a little angel coming out of a bottle, and these are painted with white paint marker and alcohol ink on the reverse to make the blue water, and pop that onto there. And I printed out attempting the impossible leads to growth. I just thought that was a great quote from me. So somebody might appreciate that. So I did that one to go in there. And I also made a paper doll, which is a crow, and she has her wings and she holds a cage, and I printed out there, I shall be wild and free, and her feathers are her skirt, and underneath her skirt is flowers, but I really like her. So I hope you enjoyed looking at my pages before I put them into a book. Thank you.